In this video, I'm bringing you my no buy year update, my beauty spending diet update for March. So if you want to see how much money I spent in March versus how much I used up in March and everything that I struggled with throughout March in terms of spending money, then keep on watching. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast, and if you're new around here, make sure you click the subscribe button down below so you can keep up to date on all my no buy year updates that I'm doing every month throughout 2019. And throughout 2019 I'm trying to get a better understanding of my spending habits and see if I can try and figure out how to make them better and not spend so much money on makeup or beauty products. So without further ado, let's jump on into the video and see what I struggled with throughout March. So in terms of numbers, if you haven't already seen my collective monthly haul, I will leave that linked up in the corner, as well as my product empties. I will also leave that up in the corner. My main aim for the year is to use up more than I'm spending. So far we're on track for that, but I'm not really using up the same categories that I'm spending my money on at the moment, or the things that take up the most space in my collection. So in terms of the amount of money that I spent throughout April, this was on technology, on skincare, and on fashion items. It was $782.96. Now of that whole total, only $114 of that was on skincare, which I'm pretty proud of. So the few products, there was one particular product that I was replacing, which was my vitamin C. Everything else was kind of a purchase that I didn't really need to make, but I have been wanting to try those particular products for quite a while. The only thing that was very indulgent, I guess you could say, was the MAC Fix Plus in the Cherry Blossom. I did not need that at all, but I am really enjoying that product. On that, I used up $268.95 worth of products in March. So I ended up using up a total of $154.95 more than I purchased. So what did I struggle with throughout March? So the same thing applied in January and February. I got sick again, and then my husband ended up getting sick, so we spent a lot of money again on takeaway because we were really not feeling like cooking at all. We both felt like crap most nights because we were just so tired from not getting a good night's sleep from being sick. I got a cough. I'm still kind of recovering. My husband got the cough so much worse than I did, so we've been spending money on takeaway, on medicine, on cough medicine. Oh my god, it's never ending at the moment. I really struggled with sales this month, particularly fashion sales. So my favorite athletic brand, or my favorite fitness clothing brand, is Running Bear, and they had, I think, a total of 2 sales this month, and I found it so hard to say no to both of these sales. I really struggled. Both times I think I actually opened up a cart and I started a cart and I started putting everything in there, and I really just had to remind myself, you don't need any more fitness clothes. You already have enough. They're not the most like glamorous fitness clothes by any means. A lot of my tights are kind of starting to peel in, like in between the legs where a lot of friction happens and different things like that. But for the time being, they're still serving the purpose. They're still doing me well at the gym, but I would really like some new gym tights, even some new gym tops. And I actually really like just their everyday basic shirts from Running Bear. I have a few of them that I even wear just on a daily basis, not just at the gym but on a daily basis, and I really enjoy the quality of their t-shirts. So I really struggle with saying no because I know I really enjoy those products and I do wear them. I wear my tights from Running Bear like on a weekly basis, and I think I've had them for nearly a year now, and they are still in like as good a quality as they were when I purchased them. So I really struggled to say no to that because I know they're good quality and I know I would actually wear them, but I don't need them because I have a huge collection of fitness wear, so I don't need them, but God, I want them. They have some beautiful, beautiful styles, and I get their emails all the time, and that's one thing that I'm really trying to learn, is actually being able to get the email and look at the email but say no to it. At the start of my no buy year, a lot of people would probably recommend unsubscribing to everything, but I'm really trying to exercise my muscle of self-control. So I really want to still be able to look at those emails and potentially maybe even purchase from those emails, but I want to learn the ability to say no to anything that's offered in those emails. More sales we had throughout March. Sephora Australia had their 20% off sale. I didn't buy anything from it. I didn't buy anything from the Sephora 20% off sale. By all means, there's a few products from Sephora that I would like to buy or try, but those particular products I really want to see in person first. So that's one thing that really stopped me from making the purchase and committing. Things like different concealers and foundation, I really want to try them in person and get a good color match instead of buying them online and potentially buying the wrong color. I've done that before and it didn't work out for me. And then eyeshadow palettes, I'd really like to try the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palette formula, but I want to go in store and swatch them and see if it's actually something that I would get use out of and enjoy for the hefty price tag that they are. Even with the 20% off coupon, I still couldn't really justify just buying off the internet when I've heard mostly good things, but I'm starting to hear a few differing opinions about the Pat McGrath palette, so I just want to go in and see for myself whether it's something that I would like or not. Another sale that Australia had was the Vogue online shopping night. So this is like a online shopping night that a lot of stores participate in. So there's a lot of stores that I traditionally buy my clothes from that participated in this online shopping night. So they all had like basically 20% off sales, and this was another one that I struggled with. I had to say no. I had to say no. This is another one that Running Bear participated in. Seed Heritage participated in, and I love a lot of their clothes. There was so many different brands. Whitner had some shoes that I would like, and they were participating in the sale. There was heaps of different brands that were participating in this sale that I had to say no to because one, at the time I didn't really have the money to be spending. I typically will put larger purchases on the credit card that my husband and I have jointly because we get points on it. But I am really trying to get into the habit of making sure I at least have that money in my everyday bank account before I put that purchase on the credit card, and then I can transfer the money across straight away rather than putting the purchase on my credit card and then waiting until I get paid next. I'm really trying to reverse the way I spend money and the way I think about spending money. I want to make sure I actually have that money instead of just looking at a credit card and going, I'll pay it back eventually, or looking at the credit card and going, I get paid on Tuesday, I'll just pay it off then. Like, I want to make sure I actually have the money in my account before I make the larger purchases. When I went to my local Mecca here in my town to pick up the vitamin C that I wanted to try, so I wanted to try the Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum. Instead of buying the single individual bottle, which is about $100 or if not more $100, I ended up picking up the sample tins. So instead of purchasing one product, which was my initial intention to buy when I walked into the store, I ended up picking up 5 products. So I picked up 2 of the sample tins that Drunk Elephant sell. So they have 4 products between the 2 tins, and then I also picked up the MAC Fix Plus in Cherry Blossom. Now, if I wasn't browsing the store like I decided to do, I wouldn't have picked up the MAC Fix Plus in Cherry Blossom because I wouldn't have seen it in the store. I have been thinking about for a little while replacing my MAC Fix Plus that I had in my collection because I do actually enjoy the MAC Fix Plus. So I decided to browse the store, and that kind of reminded me that I wanted to replace my Fix Plus, and then the rest is history. I picked it up and purchased it. One thing I noticed when I walked into Mecca was I go into that store on a fairly regular basis just to check out what's new in store and see what is on offer. I generally don't buy anything. I generally just have a bit of a browse and go out. This time, because I was there for an intention to spend money to pick up the Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum, and I know where everything is in this store. So I walked straight to the section that I normally find the Drunk Elephant products at, and it wasn't there. So I actually had to walk around the perimeter of the store to try and find where they had moved the Drunk Elephant products to, and in that time I was able to view various products as I was trying to locate the new position of the drunk elephant products. So I feel like that's a little bit of a trap that brands or stores try and get you into when they move products around the store. If you're a regular visitor to that store, you generally know where everything is laid out in the store, and then they do the sneaky sneak on you and rearrange the whole store, and you have to end up going through the whole store to try and find the product that you're looking for. And in that essence, you are looking at everything else in the store, and you might be tempted, like I was, to purchase more, which totally fell for their marketing tactics there. Totally fell for it. Big sucker for me. Yeah, I just really need to learn to buy what I want, and that's it. Like, not browse, not be tempted by other things in the store. Go into a store with a purpose and walk out with a purpose. The things that I spent my money on majority this month were the tech items. So I ended up buying a webcam, which is one thing that I mentioned in my yearly goals, that I wanted to improve my live streaming quality. So I don't feel all that bad about that. I did also pick up a new Fitbit, which I've been wanting to buy for a little while now. I've found that my old Fitbit that I had just didn't quite cut it for like the stats that I was hoping to have when I was exercising. So that was a hefty purchase, but I think it was well worth it in the end. I don't think I need to justify my purchases, but I do like to think about them for a little while. And I think for that reason is why I am moving forward going to start a wish list. So I think having a wish list may prevent me from being tempted on the spur of the moment of making purchases when any emails come through on my email list that may tempt me because it's a good deal or anything like that. I think having a wish list will definitely help me save more money when I am thinking about making purchases. So going forward, I'm going to introduce a wish list into my rotation. I'm not quite sure how long I want to be keeping things on my wish list for, but for the time being, the things that are going on my wish list have probably mentally already been on a wish list for quite a while. So I'm going to put them onto paper or put them on a list in my phone and add things, take things off as they go, and I may mention them next month in my update. We'll see how we go. Would you guys like to know what products are on my wish list if I mention that in my monthly update? Let me know what you guys think. I think that's all I need to say in this month's update. Let me know down in the comments box what you struggled with this month with your spending habits. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Also click the subscribe button down below before you click off so you can keep up to date on all my videos that are coming out every day in April. That's it for this video, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.